Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. It's the second trading day of the year, January 5, 2021. Welcome po sa Tuesday edition ng The Stock Market Today. This is Benji Chodoro, nag-aanyaya na samahan ninyo ako at sabay natin tignan ang pinaka-latest na balita tungkol sa resulta ng trading sa BSE at meron po tayong balita sa ABS at Meralco. Lahat ng yan dito lamang sa January 5 edition ng The Stock Market Today. Okay, so let's take a look at how the PSE performed today, or PSE index. The PSE slid 63.32% or 0.88% down to end at 7134.18, and there was net foreign selling of 80.27 million. So sideways lang po ang movement ng index. Sideways lang siya and nagko-consolidate lang siya within this area. Yeah. So the upper level would be our resistance at about 7,300, while the lower level is our support at about the 700 or the 7,000 level. So resistance is 7,300, while the support is at the 7,000 level. And if we'll take a look at the market summary, please forgive me po, no? I have a bad cold. Hindi po ito COVID. Talagang ano lang to. Bad cold lang. I have this once a year. Although nagkaroon ako ng flu shots this year. If I didn't have the flu shots, mas grabe yung aking colds, no? So 133 companies declined, 87 advanced, while 43 remained unchanged. So as for the all share index, it dropped 1%, while the sectoral index, only the industrials registered a gain of 0.20%, while the other sectors ended in the red. The decliners was led by the financials at 1.88. So, mamaya tignan natin yung BDO, no? Yung isang financial stock natin. This is followed by mining at 1.30%. So, what are the most active stocks in the index? Actually, we will start with Meralco, no? So, let's get natin dito. MER. And then we will have Vito, APL, Merimart, ASEN, BDO, PHA, PHR, ABS, and Emperador. So please forgive me guys, the cold is really bad. Okay, so let's now take a look at Meralco. Ooh, Meralco. Look at that, no? It bottomed out at the support level of 781, and then after that nag-reversal, nagkaroon ng sign of reversal dito with a reverse hammer at December 23, and then it continued to go up. Now let's see, meron siyang news item dito which I'd like to share with you here from the Philippine Star. Meralco, MGen, power generation. MGen raised a stake in FFBSI. Meralco Power Gen Corp, or MGen, the power generating arm of Meralco, has hiked its stake in its first solar project. MGen earlier said it plans to acquire 20% equity in PowerSource, First Bulacan Solar 8, where it owns 40% through MGen Renewable Energy, or MRE. MGen President and CEO Rogelio Singson confirmed that MGen has readily raised its stake in the solar power project. So that's why you will see the candlestick on Meralco is 1, 2, 3, fifth successive green candlestick. So right now it will test the resistance level at almost resistance na siya, no? At 300, and its next resistance level is 315. Ito. Yeah, 315 is the next resistance level. Now, when I talk of resistance and support, these are not exact points, but these are areas. So, tignan niyo po yung mga levels na ito, no? And maganda naman yung Meralco, no? It's one of the highest dividend-paying stocks, no? Yung cash dividends nila is consistent. They consistently give high cash dividends. Although, pagka common shares kasi, these dividends will have to be declared by the board, no? Unlike preferred shares and bonds, wherein you have a fixed dividend or fixed coupon every quarter or or semi-annually. So, yun yung diferensya. The cash dividends or the dividends will have to be declared by the board kung common shares as compared to preferreds and bonds. Okay, so let's take a look at the next stock, Dito. Okay, I will share with you the news as we review the stock. No? Okay, si Dito, okay, nag-profit taking siya. So there is a red candlestick and it had a gap up, but when it closed, it ended lower than the closing price. So the red candlestick here. And if you're wondering why there's a green here, it's because the closing price is higher than the previous closing price. The closing price today is higher than the previous or the yesterday's closing price. Kaya green ito. But red candlestick to because the opening price is higher than the closing price. Okay? So dito, this is already the highest level. And kung mag-consolidate ito in the following day or days, then it may be a good time to buy because our indicators would say that the stock is still bullish. So in the meantime, what I can provide you is the support. Since this is already the highest level here. No? So if you will enter, pwede pa, no? Kaya lang ingat kayo, no? Kasi masyado na, ang feeling ko lang kasi is that this is already a stock which has a high, mataas na yung presyo niya. No, sa akin lang to, no? Mataas yung presyo niya. And siguro, if you will buy, antayin niyo muna na mag-pullback. No? Antayin niyo muna mag-pullback. Because anyway, at this point, medyo expensive na siya. No? Feel ko lang is expensive. And if you will see yung RSI natin, halos kapantay na eh. No? So if you will see yung level ng RSI, if you will draw a trend here, at saka dito. Ayan, antay lang siya. Whereas, ang taas ni dito sa October 5 is just, ano lang to ha? Tingnan nyo ha? Ang taas lang niya was 681 dito. And here, nasa 13 na siya, pero ang RSI niya ay ganito din. So in other words, walang significant increase in the relative strength index. No? Remember, the relative strength index is a leading indicator, whereas our moving averages is a lagging indicator. Lagging meaning nauhuli. RSI is nauuna. No? Okay. So, ingat lang po tayo dito. If you wanted to enter, actually medyo, I think, no? Kung you will enter, this is a second liner na medyo speculative. But, if you are confident that dito can deliver on its promises, then maganda na mag-invest na rin kayo sa stock na ito. Okay, next is APL. Okay, APL, okay, nag-profit taking siya. So there's a long wick here, meaning that at one point, the stock reached a high of 20 centavos, and then it closed lower than the opening price of 18. So kaya mahaba yung wick dito. And kung titignan nyo, mukhang nagko-consolidate lang or nag-profit taking since our indicators are still bullish. Ano? Pero, abangan nyo, if you have another candlestick which is lower than this candlestick, then you can consider this candlestick today as a sign of reversal. Now, let's see, ito ba yung highest level? Okay, this is the highest level. Ano? So I cannot peg a resistance here. But what I can do is peg a support level. Dalawang support ang masasabi ko dito. No? One is the support here at 16 and another support here at 13.26. So, yun lang ang pinaka-basis ko. No? Very thin yung dito eh. Yung 1670. Pero ito, merong 3-day data which we can say that this can be a support level. Okay, so ingat lang po tayo dito sa APL dahil may red candlestick siya dito. Ngayon, kung nag-green yan, then dire-diretso pa rin. If another red lower than this candlestick today, then maaaring nag-reverse na yung trend. Okay, next is Mary Mart. Sorry guys. Okay, Mary Mart, nag-profit taking din siya. Although our moving averages are still below the candlestick, which should indicate a bullish trend. Okay, so ang pwede mangyari dito after a breakout is that magkakaroon niya ng consolidation. So maaaring ang mangyari dyan is that mag-consolidate muna siya before it could probably move higher. However, if you see another red candlestick lower than this candlestick today, then maaaring nag-reverse na yung trend. Pero most likely hindi yan. No? Tutuloy pa rin yan pataas. Kung magkaroon ng isa pang green candlestick, or sometimes magko-consolidate lang tulad dito. May dalawang successive green pero may dalawang successive red. So, find out kung ang candlestick kinabukasan is a shorter green candlestick, then hindi natin alam. Baka nagko-consolidate lang, maaaring nagko-consolidate lang. A short red candlestick would indicate also a weakness, indicating a consolidation. In the meantime, the support or the support that I can provide you is 651. So, eto mukhang nagre-resist siya dito eh. So, maaaring ito muna yung gawin nating resistance at 8 pesos. Okay, so next, let's take a look at ASEN. ASEN mukhang profit-taking to. Yan, profit-taking nga. Pero magandang stock ang ASEN. Ha? Magandang stock. It's an AC is Ayala Corporation. Okay, so ASEN nag-profit-taking din. And tignan nyo lang yung succeeding candlestick kung sideways lang yung movement niya, or another green candlestick, maaaring nagpapahinga lang yan before it continues to surge. Okay? So in the meantime, ang support natin is, pinakamalapit is here. 752 is the nearest support. Ang layo na, no? Kasi very thin yung ating, very thin yung ating data eh. Ito lang yung masasabi kong support level dito. Pwede kong sabihin din dito, pero the data is not very reliable, no? Yan, yung 1915. Pwede din natin sabihin yan. Pero ang pinaka-source lang natin is this two opening price of the previous day and the closing price of December 29. So very thin yung data. Okay? So let's take a look now at BDO. Mukhang nag-retreat pa rin si BDO, no? Ayan, bumaba pa rin siya. So bearish sentiment si BDO. So if you'll notice, if you'll take a look at our moving averages in 20-day exponential, it's already over the candlestick, indicating a bullish sentiment. Actually, this is sitting on support. Near support is 101, 100. Yeah, 101 yung near support niya. And yung sub-level resistance natin is 106 dito. Yan, 107, 106. Yan siya. Okay? So sideways lang or bearish ang sentiment ni BDO, but I'm not worried about BDO because BDO is a very good company, very good stock, very good bank. Okay, so next, let's take a look at PHA. Okay, PHA, again, profit taking, pero may gap up siya. Ibig sabihin nito, the opening price was higher than the previous day's closing price, kaya meron siyang gap up. So it opened at 141. The previous day's closing was 132 eh. Tapos nag-open siya at 141. So gap up siya. Gap up ang tawag doon. Ngayon, when the closing price is lower than the opening price, this will result to a red candlestick. And so, kaya siya red, no? Ganun na nangyari sa kanya. And the red candlestick is higher than the green candlestick here. And that's the reason for the red candlestick today. Okay, profit taking lang siya. Maaaring nagpapahinga lang ng stock. Again, I cannot peg a resistance here, but the nearest support would be this, 117. Yan yung nearest support na pwede niyang i-test. Because we have here a resistance that we can now say that it is a support or that became a support level. Okay, PHR. PHR ended with a green candlestick. We call this a reverse hammer. Pero the formation of the candlestick is higher, no? Meaning that it opened with a gap up and closed higher than the opening price, kaya green candlestick siya. It had a long wick here, and at some point, the buyers overpowered the seller, kaya siya tumaas. And when it reached this point here, may resistance level siya dito at 335 or 333. When it reached that level, the sellers overpowered the buyers, kaya bumagsak yung stock. But the closing price is higher than the opening price, and hence the green candlestick. So, ano lang siya, no? It's just moved within it just moves within the range. So the support that it's testing, what it will test, is the 294 level to 3 pesos. Yan yung support level niya. And my thinking is that since the short-term indicator, yung EMA20 moving average, is just piercing through the candlestick, sideways lang yung kanyang movement right now. Okay? Next, we have ABS. Okay. Alam niyo, matagal na nagko-consolidate itong si ABS after na-deny yung kanyang franchise. And if you take a look, dyan lang siya naglalaro sa box na ito until today. Okay? Today, nagkaroon, ano nangyari dito? Gap up siya. It opened at 14 pesos, went as high as 15, and closed at 13.70, lower than the open price. So bakit nagkaganon sa ABS-CBN? Meron ka siya kasing balita. Yan, no? Merong final sa Senate na Senate bill seeking a 25-year franchise for ABS-CBN. Kasi many of our lawmakers think that during the term of Senate President or House Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano, they were not very keen on renewing the franchise of ABS-CBN. Now, the Senate bill seeks to renew the 25-year franchise because they think that the leadership now of Lord Alan Velasco would be more kinder, no? Would be more receptive in the renewal of the franchise of ABS-CBN. Kasi according to our constitution, the renewal of the franchise should start with Congress, would start with the lower house, not with the Senate. So the Senate bill is just something that would start the ball rolling, so to speak, to open up talks on the renewal of the franchise on ABS-CBN. Of course, the upper house recognizes that the legislation should start with the lower house. So sabi niya dito, a bill renewing the franchise granted to ABS-CBN for 25 years had been filed anew in the Senate, even as the House of Representatives denied the Lopez-led media company's application last July. Senate Bill number 1967 filed on Monday is seen to have more chances under the leadership of Lord Alan Velasco, its author said. So ang nag-file nito is, sino ba nag-file nito? Si Tito Soto, no? Tito Soto. Lack of competition. I noticed that TV stations have been replacing their news programs with anime. It means that competition is absent and mediocrity is creeping in because of the absence of strong competitor like ABS-CBN. Yun, no? Kaya tumaas yung stock ni ABS-CBN. Sana may mangyari ito sa bill na ito because ABS-CBN is a very good company and they are very kind to their employees. It's one of the companies which yung bang meron silang malasakit sa empleyado nila. Yan yung ABS-CBN. Tingnan natin. Right now kasi I see the resistance of ABS-CBN here. Dito ang pinakamalapit eh. Nasa 15 to 16 ang year's resistance niya. And the year's support is nandito sa 11 pesos. Sana magkaroon ng may mangyari dito sa bill nito. Okay, next is EMP. Okay, EMP. Again, this is a stock that has been consolidating for quite some time. No? Kasi since August after naman siya sa exchange, mukhang nag-die down yung stock na ito. No? And during the pandemic, syempre bawal uminom until just recently. The resistance is currently at 10.09. While the support is 978. However, in the past 2 days, the stock went up. No, it's now at 1018. Tumaas siya pero wala siyang volume. Ano? So tingin ko pa rin dito, sideways pa rin ang movement dito. And yung mga long consolidation na ito is very ripe for breakouts. So it's very ripe for breakouts. Ngayon, ang tumaas si Emperador because there is probably a dividend play. No? Meron siyang cash dividends of 12 centavos. with an ex-date of January 12. Ang ibig po sabihin kasi ng ex-date is the date wherein hindi ka nakasama sa dividendo. So, if you bought the stock, say, example, January 11 or January 10, or now, bumili ka ng stock, kasama ka sa dividendo. Pero, kung pinili mo yung stock on X date, January 12, hindi ka nakasama. Yan ang ibig sabihin ko niyan. So, mayroong dividend play itong taas nitong emperador. X date means excluded. X date means, iba yung, nakalimutan ko lang ibig sabihin ng X, it's a Latin term. Pero, para madali, exclusion date na lang. So, sabihin natin exclusion date. Okay? So, yun lang po tatandaan natin. Actually, ang tinatandaan ko lang dyan, yung X date at saka yung payment date. Kasi yun yung importante sa akin. Yun yung importante sa akin pagka nagtitrade ako ng stocks. Tapos, yan, yung payment date is February 3. So, dyan lang siya. I think it will just, the stock will just move sideways. Okay, so that's our last stock. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market. January 5, 2020. Ito po si Benji Chodoro. Laging nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. See you again tomorrow as we do our next episode. At maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik. Happy New Year po uli sa inyong lahat.